Hello, everybody. Welcome to week 19 of my Sunday Afternoon Jazz Impromptu here on President Street. Today I have some great musicians to share with you. The great Hector Martignon on keys, Ruben Rodriguez on bass, Renato Thoms on congas, Sam Bardfeld on violin, and Jay Rodriguez on reeds and flute. Today's music is dedicated to the great Roberto Ruena, who passed away this week. All of our music is dedicated to him. May he rest in peace. Enjoy the show. We'll catch you at the coda. Facebook, some kind of van. Let him just set up something in the beginning, like a. No, I'm gonna do it faster. I'm gonna do it brighter.
Okay. Wow.
1, 2. Wow. Every week I'm like, holy mackerel, this is really happening. I gotta pinch myself. Today is particularly special though because all of these musicians up here I've known for decades. I mean, I've known all of these guys for a very, very long time. We've been making music a long time. Some serious chemistry here, serious history. Let me start with a member of my La Familia Sextet for 17 years, de Colón, Panamá. Mi hermano en la timba, my brother in the drum. This gentleman has played with some of the greatest names in Latin music, people like Ruben Blades, Eddie Palmieri, Soli Canto, Hilton Ruiz, the list goes on and on. My brother from another drummer. Let's have big hand for my man, Renato Thoms. This next gentleman and I pretty much grew up together in the music and in life. I've met him in the late 70s. We were both teenagers and we both went to the East Harlem Music School and later on to Boys Harbor. He is probably the preeminent bassist in this genre of music in the world. He has played with everybody from Machito to Tito Rodriguez to Roberta Flack, correct, Roberta Flack, Celia Cruz, Johnny Pacheco, anybody that you could possibly think of in this music, he has been a part of their rhythm section. And I'm very, very proud to call him my brother, my friend, the great Ruben Rodriguez on the bass. De Bogotá, Colombia. This is another brother that goes way back with me. We know each other a ton of years. And he's such a spectacular artist. I mean, he is an amazing arranger and composer. As fierce a player as he is, his writing is insane. He's just such a gorgeous writer. And music just seeps out of his pores. He's just really, really an amazing artist.
I'm gonna write that down, Manny. Write
it down.
Made me cry.
He's a very, very dear friend, and as you could hear, a force of nature on his instrument. Let's have a big hand for the great Hector Martignon. And these two next gentlemen are very dear to me because I also know them both a very, very long time, and we played a lot of different music together throughout the years. I'll first speak of Sam. Man, I don't even remember where we met. We know each other so long. I mean, back in the Jóvenes days, I mean, Sam used to play with a really, really great Latin group called Los Jóvenes del Barrio that were very, very popular in the 90s. And Ruben, we were talking about it before the show started. Ruben said that, I asked Ruben if he had ever subbed on the gig, and he said, yeah. He said it was like one of the hardest books to read at that time, and it was a very, very challenging book to read. And Sam is just, he can do anything. I mean, he can do anything. He plays it. So he's running to a wedding right after this, but he plays in so many different styles of music that it's really, really crazy how deep the breadth of his artistry is. Let's have a big hand for my very, very dear friend, the great Sam Bardfeld. Last but not least, this gentleman and I also have shared a lot of notes of music throughout the years. His artistry speaks for itself. I mean, he is a longtime member of the Groove Collective. He's in dozens and dozens of ensembles. He's again a great educator, an amazing writer, a father, a dad, a Brooklyn local. His artistry is so deep, and you haven't even heard him on the tenor yet. I mean, his sound is so gorgeous, and his artistry is so deep. Have a big hand for my dear friend, Jay Rodriguez. And I am your neighbor, Willie. So, thank you very much for being out here today. Oh, another very important member of our team is our love bucket, sitting on the green chair. If you're, boy, the helicopter activity is like deep. They're spying on us. All the rich people are in the sky, hovering in a helicopter, listening to the music. So, if you're enjoying what you're listening to and you want to help me keep things moving along here on President Street week to week, this all started last year in June 7th actually, and I went 25 weeks. It was a real blessing then, and it's a real blessing now. Now there are more options for people because of the vaccinations, but look, there's still a ton of people come out to listen, and I really appreciate your support and your attendance and your energy. The energy is what I really appreciate, because that's what we as musicians were missing during the pandemic, connecting with a live audience and having that circle of energy. So thank you so much for being here and for your kind support. We started off with Little Sunflower. I want to dedicate that to the late great Dave Valentine. Today's music actually I'm sorry, I'm going to talk a little bit more than I usually do, but many of you may not be familiar with the record label Fania. Fania was a record label that basically gave birth to the salsa movement in the early 70s. And this week we lost a great member of that. They had an ensemble called the Fania All-Stars, which were musicians that were all part of that label that basically did concerts together and traveled all over the world, brought salsa literally to every inch of the globe. And this week, the great Roberto Roena passed away. He was a bongocero, an amazing dancer, an amazing percussionist. And I want to dedicate the concert to him. And to all the members of Fania. We lost a lot of them lately. Johnny Pacheco, Larry Harlow. Yeah, Larry passed away like 2 weeks ago. And Louis Kahn, he died and passed away. Bomberito, yeah, we're losing them. And I can speak for everybody on this stage that Fania was a huge part of our development as musicians. And so it's really important to pay homage to those musicians upon whose shoulders we stand. So we're going to discuss amongst ourselves what comes next. We hope you enjoy the music. Thank you again for your attendance and for your energy and for your love and your generosity. Thank you. No. But I remember that there's a break. 1, 2.
Yeah.
It's a cha-cha, right?
So we.
Oh, yeah. All right, so you get a chance to help us out here. We're going to do some hand claps.
So it's 2 times, and then he comes in 2 times.
Okay.
And then you direct traffic.
Thank you.
And then you punch, you sing.
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
1, 2.
It's not written down. So this comes in
Thank you for your kind generosity. We really appreciate you showing love to the bucket. Thank you.
So we're on. It's a 6/8. We're on 2. Okay. 6/8. You like B? B flat. B flat. You know what?
Okay, when we were discussing today, in preparation of today, Jay Rodriguez had mentioned that he wanted to pay a little tribute to Ray Barretto, another Fania All-Star, and another very, very important member of our Latin community, Latin music community. Before we start this next tune, Renato and I are going to have a percussive conversation, and I'd like to invite Jay to join us in it. But we usually do it with percussion, but you wanted a free moment, and I thought that might be a perfect opportunity to dedicate that to Ray. So let's do it.
Thank you. That was Thelonious Monk's Misterioso. Jay Rodriguez on the tenor. Sam Bardfeld on the violin. Hector Martignon on the keys. Ruben Rodriguez on the bass. Renato Thoms en la tomadora. It's come to that time that I look for my favorite kid in the room. Is she here today? Tracy! Come on up. Tracy's gonna bring the love bucket to everybody who's crashing the party across the street. And thank you very much for your generosity and for and helping me keep the music flowing here on President Street. I think I'm gonna sing in La Oscuridad now. So before I sing this next tune, there's somebody here that she surprised me by being here, and I'm gonna have to embarrass her a little bit. But back in the mid-90s, I was part of a group called Tropique that was led by an amazing percussionist by the name of Norman Hedman. And he gave me my first chance to express myself as an arranger and a composer. I later became the musical director of the group after arranging and composing many tunes for him. And he gave me so many starts. He was a very, very important mentor to me. And a beautiful human being. Oh, now I'm gonna start crying. He was a really, really important mentor to me. And he has since joined the Ancestors, but his wife Micheline is here, and I'm so happy to see you. You really surprised me. It's really lovely to see you. Norman, my brother. I'm gonna sing a little something that when I was a young man, my dad had this amazing vinyl collection. And one of his favorite singers was Tito Rodriguez, who was a very, very popular singer during the Palladium era, along with Tito Puente and Machito. He had an amazing orchestra, and I want to loop in another musician to this tune, because this tune was one of his favorites, the great Mario Rivera. He was a great reed player. He played all kinds of instruments. He played trumpet, he played timbales, he played everything. And he was a member of the Tito Puente Orchestra for decades. So I want to dedicate this to Mario Rivera while we're talking about the musicians upon whose shoulders we stand upon. So, and for Norman as well. This is called En la Oscuridad.
Cuando no haya sol y en que el mar se ve ya sin su color, en la oscuridad donde nadie va y no se oiga más que tu respirar, voy a hacer en un solo suspiro la vida para adorarte y con fuegos labios saciarte de beso. Y ese atardecer en la oscuridad tú serás mía. En el mes de abril, cuando los capullos se quieren abrir, renderé tu cuerpo con mi fuego ardiente, y aunque tus pupilas ya no puedan verme, como un sueño será cuando sientas que ya estás rendida. Y ese atardecer en la oscuridad tú serás mía. atardecer en el mes de abril, cuando los capullos se quieren abrir, renderé tu cuerpo con mi fuego ardiente, y aunque tus pupilas ya no puedan verme, como un sueño será cuando sientas que ya estás rendida. Y ese atardecer en la oscuridad, tú serás mía. Y ese atardecer en la oscuridad, tú serás mía. Ese atardecer en la oscuridad, tú serás mía. Rodriguez, Sam Bardfeld, Hector Martignon, Ruben Rodriguez, Renato Thoms, your neighbor Willie on the drums. Sam's got to get to a wedding, so we got to get him out of here. I'm gonna Venmo you your money because you gotta run. I'm gonna play a song that I shared a birthday with the composer, actually, Juan Tiso, who was from the island of Puerto Rico and was a very important member of the Duke Ellington Orchestra. He wrote Perdido, but we're not going to play Perdido. We're going to play Caravan. And Juan Tiso and I were both born on January 22nd, so I'm very proud of that. And I'm dedicating this to another young lady who showed up today unexpectedly, who thought she was going to escape being embarrassed. My niece, Danny Martinez, is here. I am super happy to see her with her buddies. And this song is dedicated to you. And she's also a musician. She writes her own music. She plays like drums. She has my first drum set that I ever had. I gave to her. And she plays bass, she plays guitar, she sings, she plays piano, she plays clarinet. She's something else. Look out for her on the horizon, Danny Martinez. All right, this is Caravan. I'm gonna sing, but everybody gets a piece of it. And stars above that burn so bright, the mystery of the fading light that shines upon our caravan. Sleep upon my shoulders as we creep across the sand that I may keep the memory of our caravan. This is so exciting, you're so inviting, resting in my arms as I thrill to the magic of you beside me underneath the blue. My dreams of love are coming true within our desert caravan. Ruben Rodriguez.
above that burn so bright, the mystery of their fading light that shines upon our caravan. Sleep upon my shoulders as we creep across the sand that I may keep the memory of our caravan. This is so exciting, you're so inviting, resting in my arms as I thrill to the magic of you beside me underneath the moon. My dreams of love are coming true within a desert caravan. Jerry Rodriguez on the saxophone. Sam Bardfeld on the violin. Hector Martignon on the key.
enjoyed the show. We'll see you next week.